Tony Khan finally listened to the critics. The ones that said, if they don't want to be there, let them go. Hello all. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx. About time, Tony. The following wrestlers are no longer under AEW contract. Let's get right to it. Miro, Ricky Starks, and Malakai Black. All three of these men have requested their release, and Tony Khan finally, as of today, granted it. Round of applause. I guess this is where we are. We're giving Tony credit for doing the bare goddamn minimum. Getting rid of people who don't want to be there. People who don't even get TV time. But apparently, people are praising him for this. Why should he get praised for doing his job, but also waiting this long to let go of talent that have said they have no business being there, they don't want to be there, and the only reason that they were there was because Tony was being petty because he was scared to let them go to WWE. They're going to go to WWE regardless whether you kept them until their contracts expired or not. So just let them go. At least be cordial about it and keep the door open for them to come back. By him doing what he did with Ricky Starks, I doubt Ricky will ever be back. I doubt Miro will ever be back. He might get to have Malakai Black back, Tommy N, wherever you want to call him. If Aleister Black doesn't work out the way I think he's going to work out in WWE. So he might not come back either. But let's just talk about him. Let's just go through each one. Miro came in like a house of fire. I loved this God-ordained Redeemer gimmick. Great character, great promos. That TNT Championship run is their best run so far, bar none. And for some reason, Tony Khan did not want to make him a world champion. Explain that one to me. As great as he was as TNT champ, I would have thrown the belt on Miro as world champ. Now, to be fair, Miro getting a divorce with CJ Perry, it's the same person. That did derail him a little bit too, because I'm pretty sure they had some storylines, creative plans between the two that fell on deaf ears because they got a divorce. And that does suck. Regardless, creative could have done something else with him. But Miro is not going to come in just to job or just to do whatever Tony says and hurt his reputation. They gave these guys creative freedom, in some cases creative control. If Miro can just simply say, no, I'm not doing that, that's creative control. You gave Miro creative control. And so he decided, I'm just not going to come to work until you come up with something that I like. That's on Tony. He wouldn't pull that crap in WWE. Yeah, tell Triple H, let alone Vince McMahon, but tell Triple H, nah, I'm not going to come to work. I don't like the creative. Oh, in that case, yes, sir, don't worry about coming to work because you're fired. End of story. He would not have pulled that crap with Triple H or Vince. But because Tony Khan is such a pushover, he was able to do what he wanted and walked all over him like a doormat, embarrassingly. But he's gone now. He can stop wasting money on talent that don't want to be there. Miro's a great talent. He could have been a great world champion for AEW. Just didn't work out because he didn't like the creative, and Tony Khan let him walk all over him like a doormat. Part of the reason why we don't respect him now. Ricky Starks. I don't get it. Ricky Starks is a future megastar handed to Tony Khan on a silver platter. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the creative or even the desire to push him like one. Tony never saw money in Ricky. Everybody else sees it, but Tony doesn't. Tony just sees Ricky as a body. And for the life of me, I do not understand it. I don't understand it. And this is the part where I always say, Tony, if you can't figure out something to do with these talents, bring in someone who can. Hire creative heads, creative writers to come in and just work with them. But as we've seen and heard with people like Jimmy Jacobs, that's not going to be the case. That's never going to be the case because every decision goes through Tony. And if Tony doesn't like it, too bad. There is no creative team. It's just Tony Khan. It's all Tony. Yes, he has people he gets advice from, but what are they going to tell him? He's the boss. Whatever Tony wants, that's what is on TV. And the reason why Ricky Starks is not on TV is because he's a CM Punk fan, but also probably because Ricky Starks isn't someone that Tony sees as anything valuable. That interview with Chris Van Vliet didn't help him either. I'm pretty sure Tony saw that and went, "You son of a bitch." You know what I mean? So I'm glad he let him go, although his contract was expiring in the spring anyways. He finally decided, look, since I don't really think you're all that special, I'm just going to release you. And so now Ricky Starks can go prove you wrong in NXT, or actually prove you right. We'll find out. But he's going to prove you wrong in NXT, and then when he gets to the main roster, he's going to go be a big star. Because he is a megastar ready to happen. Malakai Black, talking about world champions. They brought this man the best way in you can bring him in. By beating Cody Rhodes in a squash match. Yeah, Cody Rhodes. The same man that beat Roman Reigns last year and ended the 3-year reign. Malakai Black squashed him in minutes. Malakai Black has 2 victories over him. Now you would think a smart booker would be pushing this man like it was nothing and throwing that in people's faces every single goddamn day. This man has 2 victories over WWE's biggest star. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? And then on top of that, the House of Black, one of their best groups. If not the best group to ever walk through AEW. What did he do with them? Nothing. Just threw them on Collision and they had random matches. No mega push. I don't even think Malakai Black got a shot at the world title. Did he even get a shot at a AEW World Championship? If he did fight for a title, let me know. But he never fought for the world title. That's the main thing. They really wasted Malakai Black. He was a literal waste in the company. He did literally nothing. He showed up there to be a body, never got the push he really deserved, or an opportunity to get a push, and then he just let him go. I don't get it, bro. I don't get Tony Khan. Book the people that people want to see. You have Aleister Black, Malakai Black on your roster, and you don't want to book him. Guess what's getting ready to happen? He's going to go to WWE. You already know Triple H is going to push him like a monster because Aleister Black is one of his boys. Man, on NXT Black and Gold, that was his dude. You already know he's going to get a big push in WWE. You already know it. And I'm baffled that Tony Khan can't foresee that coming and for some reason didn't see dollar signs in Malakai Black. He saw dollar signs in Miro. The problem is he couldn't make Miro happy and gave him creative control. And so Miro said, I'm just not going to show up. Don't know why he stayed as long as he did. He doesn't see dollar signs in Ricky Starks. What the hell is wrong with you there? And he doesn't see dollar signs in Malakai Black. These 3 releases honestly just expose Tony Khan for the out-of-touch weirdo that he is. He is. It's a billionaire playing in the sandbox with toys. And these 3 toys that have a lot of value, he just got bored of. Okay. Well, guess what? They're going to go to WWE, and they're going to show you how much value they have. But regardless, thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you so much for being a boss. Finally. You got rid of them because they did not want to be there, and you didn't see value in them. Now do the same thing for Wardlow and Rey Fenix, and we'll be okay. Yes, release them too. Because they also don't want to be there. And clearly, you don't see value in them. So let them go. That's my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. How do you feel about the releases? Are you happy about these? You let me know down below. I'll catch you guys next time, right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you.